Here we are in the Zaza Bakery, and this is oil that's been infused with a ½ ounce of weed. And then we also have 1 egg and a 1/4 cup of water. And then over here, this is our brownie mix. Our brownie mix is the Girardelli Ultimate Chocolate Brownie Mix. And so we're going to put that together. We also have some Girardelli milk chocolate chips and the fudge packet. Don't forget the fudge packet. All right, so we're going to put all this together, and then we're going to see where we're at. And we got the chocolate chips in now. We're stirred up. We got the dark chocolate syrup going in there. We're just about to stir it up and pan it. So here we are. We got them in the pan. And you can see the amount of chocolate chips in this motherfucking batch of brownies right here. And once I get them in the oven, I think I'm going to go out front and burn one. And then maybe we'll talk about what's in these things actually. So we are in the oven now. And the best part about it is you get to lick the batter. And I'm telling you, there's a little bit of weed taste, but there's no aftertaste in the brownies. That shit is fucking good. Off the spoon raw. So here I am in my front porch, and this is one of my favorite places because I just get to sit here and burn cheeb and relax and decompress from a hard day of work. So I got the brownies in the oven, and I'll tell you, let me introduce myself. I am the senior citizen. You may have seen me in some of Noah Boswell 420's videos. I consider myself a senior citizen stoner. I'm 53 years old. I've been smoking for 41 years. You know, you add that up, that's 94. That's a pretty high stoner age. And I think that qualifies me as a senior citizen stoner. So, you can comment about it, you can share the love, you can whatever. But that's me, that's who I am. So anyway, I'm making brownies for the big Day of the Dead Halloween bash that's up at the Agora Center tonight, and I'm going to be up there with a few friends, and I'll be making more friends, I'm sure. But if you happen to be able to get up there and you're going to the party, I'll be at a table smoking cheeb and drinking beer, and you'll probably see me there. But I just wanted to get out here and have a little cheeb because, well, I need it. I'm diabetic, so there you go. So what I got here is a Great Spirits Freshie. And, it's a quick one. I didn't have to roll it. And it just gives me a chance to get some cheeb in while the brownies are cooking. So we'll see if we can get this thing lit. It's coming. No ding to freshies, but it's kind of tight. It's not really drawn very smooth. It is drawn, but it's not very smooth. So, anyway, but it doesn't taste bad. But yeah, I just wanted to make at least a video, get some content out there for people to see the senior citizen doing some of the things he does best. Like I said, the brownies for tonight. If you find me out there at the Agora Center and I'm at my table and I still have a couple, I may give you one. This batch, it's 4,200 milligrams of THC, and it's only half the original batch, so it's only just a regular small type pan. So I'll probably get 20 pieces out of it, so there'll be about 200 milligrams of brownie. So if you want a brownie and you're going to the party tonight, come fucking find me. I'll be sitting there, and I ain't shy. Come up, say hi. Anyway, so we're going to continue to smoke this cheeb. And maybe I can talk about me and who I am. I was born in California, in San Luis Obispo, California in 1971. My family moved around a lot when I was a kid. We moved to Oklahoma when I had just begun first grade. and was there for about a year, and then we moved to Texas, and then for about a year, and then we moved back to Oklahoma, and then to Columbus, Mississippi, for about a year, and then up to a place called Estill Springs, Tennessee, really small place. Was there for a year, and then we moved back to Oklahoma to Broken Arrow, and lived there for a year, and then moved across town, and was pretty much stable there. But by that time, bro, I was in a different damn school every year, and it fucking sucked. I'm just gonna tell you, it fucking sucked. Anyway, it was shortly after we moved back, when we finally moved across Broken Arrow to our kind of our permanent resting place, that I started smoking cheap. It would have been about 5 days after I moved there, after we moved over there. She just don't want to go, but we'll work with it. Anyway, so that's when I started smoking cheap. And at first, it was, you could get a joint at school for $2. You could you buy nickels and dimes, size amounts and shit. But it wasn't too long after that, right around, the mid 80s and shit, about the time Shout at the Devil came out, that you could get some pretty decent weed consistently. There was still, you always had brick to fall back on. Always had brick to fall back on just in case, but that was kind of it, man. That was kind of it. And, around the late 80s, that's about the time I would have been out of school. And that's when I started going to concerts, started to party a lot, got into all sorts of shit. Different substances, psychedelics, most of the psychedelics, and, a few other things. None of that's very good for you, well, I take that back. I consider cactus and mushrooms, I consider those good for you. I honest to God do. And your body will tell you when it's time to eat the shrooms. Your body will tell you. It's all about your psyche and your emotional balance and shit. And that's, your body will tell you, and that's no shit. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see what goes on tonight at the event center with the party. And I hope to run by. I fucking hope I come by some people that I know and some people that I don't know that I hope to know. So I'm kind of hoping to see. I'm kind of hoping to see people there that may recognize me from Noah Boswell 420's videos. You know what? That'd be fucking pretty sweet to me. Because like I say, I live alone, and it's nice for me to be able to get out, the senior citizen himself, be able to get out and bring some brownie love, bring some cheeb love. I'm gonna be burning chronic up there for 6 fucking hours straight. That's what I'm gonna be doing. That's my plan for tonight. So, pack your shit up and get your ticket. It's $50 at the door. That's what I heard. It's $50 at the door. But I would get there. I'm going early because I will get there. And I'm kind of excited. Bro. It's going to be a little bit bigger thing than what they did at the Okie Summer Bash at Sidecar back in August. And that was fucking rocking cool too. So I'm going to get me in on the fucking blunt rolling contest because, I happen to think that, 41 years into it, I got a good craft going. So I'm going to be into that blunt rolling contest. So, hopefully that goes well for the senior citizen. We'll see. But this little freshie's just about there. So the senior citizen been around a little bit. He's done some shit. He's been. I probably got oodles and oodles of stories I could fucking tell. Over time, I'd love to get some guests with me that I actually experienced some of these stories with, because they're actually pretty good. Some of it's pretty good shit. Anymore today, I don't party a lot. I don't do a lot of shit. To tell you the truth, I work at home. So I'm here almost all the time. Every so often you get that going on. You got neighborhood kids. I live in just ordinary suburban neighborhood of Tulsa. And it is what it is, man. I mean, I'm happy here. I've been in the same residence for 22 years. I sit here on my porch and I burn cheeb on the regular. Like, on the regular means multiple times a day. You know, it just, that's just what it is. Cup of coffee and a little doob in the morning, maybe after, and then, get on to my day and do what I got to do. And then, you know, uh, you know, usually I'm working I work a different shift every week. So, I'm on different hours all the time, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. It's a great, it's a great gig and stuff. And, I'm very happy in it. Uh, but, on my time, I mean, after work, nothing decompresses me like coming out to my porch and having a cup of coffee and a doobie. I mean, that's just it for me. That's what the senior citizen, maybe that's what you do when you get old and you're an old, senior citizen stoner. Is you come out on your porch and you burn cheeb and drink coffee after work. But hey, you do what you got to do. And, it just is what it is. But it's always been kind to me. Anyway, looking forward to getting back into these brownies in just a minute. So I'm going to cash out here for now, and then I'll be back. Got a few bonus puffs coming here. Bonus puffs with the senior citizen. Senior citizen loves bonus puffs. Bonus puffs. Yeah, bonus puffs, baby. Gotta love the bonus puffs. Every bonus puff is one puff you didn't have. So enjoy them while you can. Get your bonus puffs. Yeah. Quick report back. I got faded off the freshie. And I just got back from smoking 3 fatties with a friend of mine. A friend of mine who's actually going to be at the event tonight. Me and him's palling up. And we're fucking gonna get it. Anyway, I just wanted to report that I did get a head change off the freshie. So, yeah, if you're into Great Spirits freshies, and they're probably giving them away tonight. Anyway, yeah, it was all right. It was decent. It was smooth. Had a little trouble getting it going initially, like it was a little bit too packed at the top, but it smoothened out once I got past that initial lump. So anyway, yeah. Freshie was good. I mean, it's only a half gram J, but it's nice and fresh. And anyway, it's good to go. I'll be back with the brownies in a minute. Okay, as you can see, the brownies are getting close to ready. They're almost there. So we're gonna give them a few more minutes, and then we'll be good to go. These suckers are gonna be done. So we'll check back on that in a few minutes. All right, so here we go. We got them out, and there they are. That is the batch. Right there of completed brownies. And we're going to let them cool. I'm going to turn this oven off. Make sure you turn your oven off. And we're going to let these cool. And then we're going to see what we got. So, yes indeed. Zaza Bakery brownies. Yum Fest. Are you looking forward to the brownies as much as I am? I'm fucking looking forward to the brownies, bro. Oh yeah, the brownies. I think I just had an epiphany that I needed to go outside and burn a J while the brownies are cooling. What do you think? I think that fucking sounds like a great idea, bro. So we're gonna go fucking do that. Senior Citizen is gonna go have a J. Little pre-brownie cut J. A brownie cooling period J. You call it what you want, but it's still a J. So here we got them. We got them now out of the pan, but still on the foil. And that's important, because I like to leave it on the foil. And, I sprayed the foil with, cooking spray. Right, so the brownies will release, but it's good that you gotta let them cool, because if you don't let them cool, they'll stick to the foil. They will release from the foil after they cool. So we let them cool. I don't even cut them while they're still warm. While they're still warm. I'll cut them when they're barely warm, but I still don't remove them from the foil till after they cool. And that'll be later on. I'm gonna wrap them up, and I'm bringing them with me to the fucking Day of the Dead Halloween party tonight. I'm just telling you. So if you want to get a brownie, you're welcome to come and sesh up at the table I'm gonna be at or whatever. And we're gonna be burning some cheeb. And I'm probably going to be sipping a few beers, nothing heavy. And, go from there. Might eat brownie. We'll see. As you can see, I have weed to break up here. I'm trying to roll this J. I want to go outside and have J while these brownies are cooling. But it's not going very well because, it just takes time, bro. It takes time. I like to break weed up with my fingers, and if I get my fingers sticky, then I'll use a fucking wet wipes or fucking whatever, wash my fucking hand and get it off. But that's quite often, so I carry around a little wet wipe action, little Buffalo Wild Wings wet wipe, something, right? Something to get that fucking sticky off my fingers. I don't like using the grinder unless I'm doing volume like bacon brown. I used the grinder this morning when I ground up a half ounce for these brownies. That's no shit. Anyway, so here's the weed. I think I'm going to try and twist this up here. Alright, so we're close here now. We got it up on the paper. I just can't hold the camera and do it myself with two hands. So, I'm not that talented yet. Maybe someday. Alright, there's the stick. There's the stick for the brownie cooling period. I'm going to go burn this stick, see what's going on outside. And you notice the senior citizen? Senior Citizen uses Elements papers. It's just the brand I like. They're kind of cross-woven. There's less runs. They're just good papers, and they're nice and thin. So, I'm just saying, Senior Citizen believes in Elements papers, whether it's these or the king size, or even another thing Senior Citizen likes about Elements is they have the magnetic closure, which is spectacular. So I'm just telling you, Senior Citizen buys these Elements papers by the box. I buy them a box at a time. You get 25 packs of 50, and I don't know, they're about $20 on Amazon, 18 something, whatever. Anyway, I'm a firm believer in Elements papers. Just saying. So we're sparking up. Sparking up the brownie cooling J while the brownies cool. Because you gotta have something. You gotta have something to burn during the brownie cooling period. Because the anticipation is high. I'm just telling you, it will really, really make your house smell like weed, bro. When you're cooking that oil down, and the longer and slower you cook it, the more your house smells like it's like Christmas. It's like Christmas. It's brownie Christmas. That's what it is brownie fucking Christmas, bro. Which, I enjoy the brownies. I like smoking weed, though. I mean, my thing is flower. I've been an old school flower guy for, 80% of my life, basically. And, I like flower. I like everything. I like the whole process. I like breaking it up by hand. I like twisting it up. I mean, I could do some bongs and shit. But I like the casual joint, people call it Oklahoma style, just casual fucking smoking, bro. Nothing extreme, truly nothing extreme. I mean, maybe smoking 10 J's a day or whatever is extreme or whatever. I mean, I don't know. But, I just, just casual shit for me. It's just the reality. And, I'm type 2 diabetic. And I can tell you, when I quit smoking weed, my A1C went up 2.5 points in 1 year of that. And it has gone back down since it started going down, and it was already almost 1.5 points lower after 3 months back smoking weed. So, people tell you there's no medical benefit. That is fucking bullshit. I'm just telling you that I live otherwise. I do. So, in addition to cardiovascular benefits, and there's other benefits to chronic. Now, maybe smoking, it's not the best method, but that's the method that works for me. And I'll eat some edible action. I like my own, but whatever. and maybe an occasional mushroom, but the mushroom is very, very, very infrequent, and that's just what it is. But yeah, I enjoy the weed. I mean, what's not to enjoy when I used to smoke weed and having to fucking be under the gun, bro, under the gun of the man, and being so careful and cautious, and now you 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 can carry 3 ounces with you on your person. I mean, what is not bright about that whole outlook of life when it's like that, and you can go score uh, any almost any strain you want if you want to go around to enough dispensaries looking. I mean, I like Okie. I like going to Okie. The prices are decent. The weed's good. I mean, I can almost always find something in there, that I can you know pull up to. I mean, it just is what it is. But I do a lot of business there. Med Farm. There's a Med Farm right up the street from the Okie I like to go to, but I go there too. But whatever. Find your dispensary, find the strain you like, and then find a place that carries it. Because there's lots of places carrying the same stuff, even from the same batch, same growers. Man, I've seen that. It's just these are big producing people, man, and they produce a lot of poundage, so they get it out, and it's out at various places. But usually when you find the unique, maybe it's a mom and pop place that has a really unique strain that's really fucking good. That's what you want. That's what I like to go gather those up. When I can find shit like that, yeah. I mean, and I know a lot of people like to take a tolerance break and shit. But I'm just gonna tell you, I don't take no tolerance break, and I still get high. But you know what I try. I'll tell you what works for me is I don't smoke the same thing twice. I mean, I smoke smaller J, right? Smaller J, but it's just me. It's just me, and I want to get a broader terpene profile. So I usually smoke smaller J's and more of them, and that way I get a broader terpene profile. But you still retain the flavor of each individual weed. Now this right here is Uncle Phil. This is Uncle Phil. He's up over 30%, 3% terps plus or whatever. It's a good smoke. It's a good smoke. You get down halfway through the J, and after, with the resin building up, it starts to get a little bit harsh, a little more dense of the smoke. But the Uncle Phil's good. I scored that at Okie. Getting me some alarm on my phone right there. This is my first video. This is Senior Citizens' first video. So, I encourage you, if you take the time to watch this video, and you want more from Senior Citizen, then show it in the comments. I guess as it goes on Noah Boswell 420 side, it's W Senior Citizen, W Vlog continuation. And give me some ideas. I'm down for ideas. But yeah, if you like it, subscribe. Click the subscribe button. That's how I know you like it. You're going to be wanting more Senior Citizen. And I'll tell you, I'm just an ordinary Joe. Well, I'm a Jeff, but an ordinary Jeff. But I'm 53. I'm just an ordinary guy. I've been smoking cheap a long time. Baking up treats a long time. I'll have more. I'll have some real cooking videos, maybe. Because there's other things you can make with chronic. I do chocolate chip cookies. I'm kind of into the sweets thing, bro. I'm diabetic, but I'm into the sweets thing. So I don't know how you reconcile that. The way I reconcile it is I make my shit stronger, so I don't have to eat as much of it to get the effect. That's the way Senior Citizen rolls. He makes stronger shit, so he can eat less and still get it inside his carb count for his, diabetic, taking care of his diabetes and shit. I think I'm blabbing so much I keep letting this J go out. Let me just smoke this J for a minute. It is good. The Uncle Phil is good. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. It's good and it's strong. It's definitely strong. Mm. So, so, uh, so I don't know where I got to. I don't know where I got to. After when I started telling a little story about uh, partying and stuff, but I ended all that when I started really my career job. Anyway, uh, I'm gonna smoke this J. I think I'm gonna cut off here and finish a little bit more of this J, and then we'll take a look at the brownies and see where we're at. Cause I already looked at them, and the way they're coming out, it's looking like that. If you like the dry, crispy piece, you're gonna be good with a corner. If you like an inside piece, there may be a few of those. I kind of like the inside piece, but I'll eat either. But I kind of like the inside piece, without the crumbly edge. But to each his own. To each his own. And I'm leaving them whole this time. I'm not trimming them off. Uh, so we'll see. We'll see how they turn out. I think I had a little bit more oil. I had to use a little bit of extra oil because of the amount of weed that I had to break down in the oil. So I use a little bit extra oil. And when you use a little extra oil, it can make them come out kind of Tootsie Roll-ish. Not quite to the level of a Tootsie Roll, but more towards that versus a cakey brownie. Which I kind of like I don't really necessarily like a cakey brownie. I kind of like kind of a dense brownie. Not like a Little Debbie, but, maybe similar. If I put nuts on them, I can make them look like Little Debbie. Just telling you. Anyway, at the end of the day, it's all about the THC in it. It's all about that. But for me, it's about the weed itself being in the brownies. Because the weed being in the brownies, and I leave the weed in the brownies. I leave it in the oil, I put it in the brownies, and you might notice that maybe it tastes a little like carrot cake, but there's no aftertaste because there's no concentrate in there. There's no distillate type shit. And not to mention that you get every last bit of good medicinal benefit out of the flour that you're using because you leave it in there. You're leaving it in there, and so that has a for me, that's the way to roll. That's the way it used to be, and I've used keef, I've used concentrate, and crumble and and stuff. But I think even if you're in a live hash rosin, you're still gonna lose some of the the good stuff that's in it is gonna get pressed away. Some of the good medicinal type benefits. That's just my opinion, man. We can agree to disagree, and it's cool. I don't care. It's not a big deal, but that's just my thoughts on it. Yeah, that's good. That's pretty good. It is pretty good. I don't see any critters out here today. Usually out here around my porch, there's critters. There's squirrels and rabbits, and they kind of frolic around, whatever. As long as they don't get destructive, I don't really care. Occasionally, you get the neighbor, walking their kid, or kids walking to play and stuff. But that's what happens around my hood. Is not much, not much. It's pretty fucking docile here. I mean, it's pretty fucking, ordinary, just ordinary, small, fucking, in Broken Arrow. I mean, it is what it is. That's where I live. It's been my town for 40 plus years, and that's where a senior citizen hails from, if you want to say, right? Senior citizen hails from PA, bro. So, so, I lived here a long time. I've seen a lot of shit change here. Man, I've seen a lot of shit change here. Holy shit, there are a lot of shit. Shit just keeps on changing. But I'm a big believer in God, bro, and I'll tell you that. Straight out of the gate. I'm a big believer in God. God is number one for me. God takes care of me. God provides for me, man. God guides me, bro. God takes care of me, and you know, I I I am so thankful that there's a God out there who loves me and cares for me, and I just want to say that, and you know, because that's what Senior Citizen believes. Uh, I've lived it and I've seen it. I've seen evidence of it in my own life, and and I'll tell you, I okay, I'll tell you real quick, and I'll just give you the brief synopsis because I don't want to go into it. It's fodder for another video, but I I had 8 grams of mushroom that had been ground up into powder, right? And when you grind it up into powder, it's instant absorption. That's the whole key right there. Okay, so I ate 8 grams of mushrooms, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm a really rational, sane fucking person. But I'll tell you, I went to the spirit world, and I existed there for a while. And I'm just telling you, I was there. I was fucking there. And 8 grams of mushrooms, it hit me in a half fucking hour, bro. In a half an hour, I was in my house, and then the next minute, I was in the fucking spirit world that exists right here in and amongst us. That's just my opinion. I'm just telling you, it's fodder for another video. I just want to give you a heads up that sometime down the road, I will talk about my 8 gram mushroom trip. And, and I've never been the same since this. I'll just tell you, it resolved a spiritual conflict that I had for over 35 years. And that's a whole nother discussion, bro. It's a whole nother discussion, viewers. Viewers, that's a whole nother discussion. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a whole nother deal. But I could probably squeeze that in. I don't think I get too much grief for fucking telling a story about things that have happened in the way back past. I don't, you know, and it's just for informational and educational purposes because, you know, maybe you don't want to fucking do that. Maybe you don't want to tread that ground where Senior Citizen has been because some of it was treacherous and deadly, and you know, there's been some fucking rough times. There's been some dark times. There's been some achieving times, and you know, I'm just fucking glad to be alive. I'm glad to be alive and to be able to chronicle some of my existence because you know I have a history, bro. I have a history, and there's a lot to be said for the history, but fuck, man, I'm already up, dude. We're 32 minutes into this bitch. I don't know. I don't know if viewers want to see that much of fucking Senior Citizen, bro, because to tell you the truth, you know, that's a lot. My mouth's kind of dry. I could use a fucking drink, but I want to get some of this cheese in. I gotta get some of this cheese in before I go in there and cut those brownies up, bro. Yes, cut the brownies up. We're gonna cut the brownies up. In fact, I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna go scope the brownies, but I'll be back. I'll be back a couple minutes. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I didn't even let the joint go out. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, viewers. The reason I went inside was because I could remember if I had left all the the dogs in or got them the big ones outside because dude they will literally jump up on the edge of my stove and grab my fucking brownies off of there and I didn't scoot them back very far, so I had to go back in there and make sure that I was clear, that I was clear from dog damage on the brownies because I need those fucking brownies for tonight because Senior Citizen shows love and I mean it's all about bringing the brownies, man. And, yeah, if I go to almost any function, I'm gonna fucking bring brownies, bro. That's just it. I got a half ounce of fucking top shelf, half ounce of top shelf. I got about 5 grams of high fructose corn syrup, and then I have about 9 or 10 grams of Rainbow Inferno, and that's what I broke up in this batch of brownies. They're both way up there on stats, and it's stats is what goes into brownies. Smokability is out the window at that point. You kind of stat driven, to tell you the truth. Or you could go by terpene profile if you want to seek out the specific terpene profile. I use a couple of strains this time. I like a more broad terpene profile, but you're going into brownies. It's all about the THC milligrams. The terps are there, and there. Okay, there's terps in there too, and that's cool. I don't use, I mean, I think probably on average I'm at 2.5% terps for this batch. Somewhere in there, 2 3/4 maybe. But between the mix. So we're gonna see. But I did go look at the brownies, and the brownies you can tell the brownies are a little bit, Okay, so here's what happens. Here's what happens when you use too much, when you use more oil than normal, right? And I had to because I had to break down 14 grams of weed, and it wasn't going to happen in a quarter cup. Okay, just wasn't going to happen. Doesn't happen like that. So, use a little extra oil, but it's going to make them a little bit not doughy, but kind of like a I don't know. In fact, I don't know yet. I'm going to cut them. I'm going to cut them in a little bit. But I think for now, I'm going to end this video without a picture of the brownies because I I just it's getting long already. The brownies are done. You saw the brownies. You saw the brownies. So, if you want to see more of the brownies, come to the event tonight and you'll be able to see my little portable tub with my little Rubbermaid tub full of wrapped brownies, and I'll have them there. I will have them there. Now, I'm going to end this video, and I just want to say again that I appreciate any subscribers that choose to subscribe and people that take their time to watch any of my videos, anything that comes out, because you never know. I'm really raw, and this is my first. This is my very first video. And, I gotta light this joint. Without lighting my shit on fire. Okay, so, this is my very first video, and I hope to make some more, I hope to make more videos. Give me some comments, give me some love. Show me some love for the senior citizen. And give me some, what do you want? What do you guys what do you think would be good for senior citizen to do? I got a few ideas of some places to go have a little sesh up, and have a little sit down with, in with some vibe, But this is, for me, I'm a simple guy, and this vibe for me here is just, it is what it is. So, okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. If you like the videos, you want to see more, fucking subscribe, bro. Subscribe to Senior Citizen OG. That's me, Senior Citizen OG. So, thank you to everybody. Thank you for your time. I mean, if you're here, you're at 38 minutes. So, anyway, enjoy your day and look for me tonight